Hello everybody and welcome back to High Button Sports here as we get set for a big one here on the home rink here, BMO Pad D. CPA taking on the Riverview Ravens, and we got 10 seconds till puck drop. A little bit of a delay before the game, everyone getting settled I suppose, and we are set to go here with our finals of the SSNS Provincial Championship. Puck drop just seconds away as the clock gets adjusted. 50 minutes on the scoreboard. And we are the goalie's name is Ty Bentley. And we are off to go here. So after a momentary pause for the light there, we are setting away. Riverview down the right side quickly. Balcom cuts in. McQuaid with a nice little clean check and quick to front shot in. Glove save as that one stays out. In towards the middle, exiting in a quick opportunity on a grade A shot there in front. After a beauty rush down the right side and a feed from behind the net, and up to the task, Ty Bentley. And what a quick 17 seconds that was, and the opportunity. It seems like every game this tournament there's been a quick chance. CPA obviously scoring less than a minute in some of their games. And we are down here, Sampson on the right side. He's going to cut in and cut off nicely there by Spencer Bond. We got a full house in here. We got a couple of broadcasts set up. There is a buzz in the arena right now. We appreciate you joining us on High Button Sports at home. I will try to replicate it as best I can. That one off the stick through the middle. Played over to the left side. Ravens try to dish that in through center. Pulled back in, a nice little turnover there. Forsyth. Forsyth's been an absolute force this tournament so far, and he starts off with a quick rush, can't get the shot through. Ravens with some good pressure. Into the left side and played back. Captain LeBlanc there for the Ravens, gonna wrap that around the end boards, and quickly coming on the ice there, Thomas Tran. And out hustle to the puck here on the right side. Moore gets it, but quick recovery by CPA down the right side onto Moore's stick again, and he goes offside as Novak was deep in the zone taking on the defender, and he did not have time to come back. And we started out this tournament with CPA taking on the Ravens in their first round robin game, and it was a shootout victory for the Ravens after a hard fought battle. So if there wasn't enough on the line here in the finals, we have a rematch of a shootout loss. And I said to some of the CPA guys yesterday, I said, this is a team that does not look like they're used to losing. They looked very dejected after that shootout loss, and they're excited for the opportunity for redemption. Down the right side, CPA keeping it in, quick shot in front, dished off the end of the stick and played in through center. Picked up by Moore. Moore plays that and quickly sent out by Callum Munn. Left side now, Baldwin, drop pass over to Normando. Riverview regains behind and tried to chip that up the right side. Quick pressure, but then CPA gaining again. This is the first time in the offensive zone here for CPA, about 2 minutes in. Wrapping around those end boards, Moore grabbing. Little drop pass, flicked up the right side and must have hit something on the bench there as we got a whistle. 12:50 left in the first period, one official shot on the clock. 2:03 Atlantic Standard Time. We are underway here. About 15 minutes after scheduled game time, we have the puck drop. Just like your local NHL game, you tune in, you watch a little pregame, and then you get into it. Here on the right side, try to chip in front. Ravens circling back in behind, a little bit of time and space here. And a nice cutoff hit there. Owen Forsyth. Forsyth, a big offensive talent, but also has that aggressive nature in his game and has laid some hits, including an almost costly one at the end of the semifinals this morning. A penalty with 3 minutes to go. Into the right side. Ravens try to play that back behind. It's stopped in its tracks by Barry. Forsyth laying another hit. 2 clean ones in a row, and not much consequence for that last one, but may as well throw it out there if you got the angle. Quick shot up the right side, picked up by Barry. Barry has some space, tries to dish it in front, and that one off the end of the stick of Lawton. Lawton can't catch up to that puck as they tried to give him a clear-cut shot from the slot. Played out to the right to Balcom. Balcom entering the zone, a nice little move around and then cut off. Played beautifully by McQuaid. And then sent into the mesh here on the right side, and that'll be a whistle and a puck drop in the CPA zone. This place is filled up. As we know, CPA just 5-minute walk up the road here from the old BMO Center, now known as the HRM Center, but more widely known as the BMO Center in Bedford, Nova Scotia. Halifax West, the host city, but CPA, the closer school. Ripped up the right side, that one coming back, and CPA regains possession. Hickey played over McQuaid, the captain out there, Ryland McQuaid, the big D-man. Played back to the line, McQuaid crossed there today. The forward shoots it down off the end of the pads, and it's now one official shot each. Of course, we had that early grade A chance for the Ravens, but since then it's been pretty even back and forth. Defensively sound. That one ripped off the linesman. Shin pad. Didn't really sound like it hit a shin pad. It sounded like it hit a leg, but not much of a reaction. Ravens now down the right side in towards the middle. Leahy dishes across, left side. Sliding in. That one gonna catch a shin pad. Played it behind and quickly jumped out. And Ty Bentley trying to get into the game a little bit. I was never a goalie myself, but I do know there's something to be said about just getting into game action and kind of getting a feel for the net. You know, if you sit back there for 10 minutes without a shot, and then they come down with a couple grade A's or a couple chances in front, you could really be caught off your game. So just jumping out at that puck, killing the play in the CPA end. That one now in behind. Shipped up the wall slowly by Rassong. Rassong trying to get it out. Fogarty slap shot in, takes a funny bounce off the boards. Novak in on it. Pinched off by Buffett. Back to the line. And that one takes a tip shot and it hits the back of the net, but they're gonna do the old trick where you hit the mesh above with your stick and the puck will flip back out to you. Down on the right side, Elaine tries to bring it out and it is sent back into the CPA end as Riverview picking up some offensive zone time. Novak on the wall, he evades the check, but played in towards the middle and then shot into him by his own teammate there. And then second time's a charm as that's sent back into the CPA end. Rassong, turnover down low. Novak with a little bit of hustle there. Creating the turnover from the line, shot that one high over the net. Over to the wall, Fogarty down along the end boards. That one pulling in behind. Up the left side, shot in, that went off the knob of the stick, it sounded like, and good tracking in net there by Ty Bentley, and Ty Bentley in the looks pretty comfortable back there. Some pressure here in a big crowd. What could be the last game, or what will be the last game for a lot of these players. This is a special one, both emotionally and obviously for the finals. You've made it this far. Back to McKenzie in the middle. McKenzie dishes across to the left side, playing in or wrapping those end boards. Just over 5 minutes into this first period. Back to the line for McKenzie. McKenzie shot. Oh, that one gloved down, but it bounces off the glove. Luckily, out of harm's way, but Ty Bentley taking another shot there. Steered aside, but puck's still loose. Ravens starting to get some sustained pressure here for the first time. Played up the right to Barry. Barry cutting in, finds some open space. He'll hold on to it. Shot, and a nice tight save there with the arm. And not a semi-bad chance there off the left side as Barry just picked up some speed, realized he had his defender beat, and then took what was given to him with a nice hard shot to go back the other way after the Ravens pushed. Puck dropped in, then chipped over to the right side. Back the other way, McQuaid trying to cut it off. McQuaid can't really get in front of it, but he forces Moore to ditch the puck at least. So a half victory there for McQuaid. Sent in off a shin pad and trying to catch up to it. Amaro can't get it there, left side now. Slowly in is Hickey, off the shin pad of LeBlanc and behind. McDonald cut off on the puck. Picked up by CPA. Tried to dish in front, it's behind, and it's in! And that one rode up the back of the goalie on a little backhand. It didn't exactly have power behind it. pulling around the right side of the net and just firing it, rolling up the back of the goalie and back in. That's 1-0 here, CPA. First period. Puck played back to the right side, 8:27 in, and CPA has a 1-0 lead in the provincial finals, and a nice one there. Not exactly a gift, he had to work for it, but a friendly bounce for sure. Pulled back around right side, that one offside by a mile, and there we go. Hickey, the goal scorer out there. Played over. Ravens trying to fire that back in. Played off the end wall and quick little chip out, and Ravens can't get too discouraged by that one. It wasn't the best bounce for them to get that last one in, but they did have some good pressure beforehand, so you're gonna just focus on that rather than the events that just transpired. Quick shot in, a rebound out, just out of the reach as it was nicely cleared by Fogarty. Buffett up the left side. That one waved off the length of the ice. Stanwyck now, halfway through this first period. Shots 5-3 for the Ravens. Score 1-0 CPA. So Hickey is the goal scorer there. And that one off the end of the stick, fired back down the other way. And it'll be a whistle. 7:22 left in the first. We'll head back to the CPA end here. We got a good crowd in here as it continues to build. The high schoolers, especially on the CPA side, slowly rolling into the rink as the classes end. I believe if you have a free for your last period, you could attend this game comfortably. Played off the end wall there. Ravens re-picking up possession, but then turned over to the line. McKenzie, quick shot in. That one pretty far from the net. It's just going to bounce free. Munn tries to get it quickly out in front. That one blocked before it can get there. Riverview now behind. In tight to the ring, outline shot, and a nice block with the glove there by Elaine. And that's the type of block that'll get the crowd up out of their seats. Back into the middle. Arsenault touch pass, left side, Sampson. Sampson bringing it in onside just by a hair. Gets by the defender as well, worked into the corner. Gonna try to play it in front off the pad. Right side, picking up speed through the middle. That one chipped back. Ravens stopping. McKenzie has the A on his jersey. He'll bring that in 5-on-1 here. Chipped off the wall, and that one gets behind. Normando has a chance here down the right side. Holding, big save in net as that blocker comes across and punches that puck high in the sky. And a golden opportunity here off the change and off the rush. It was almost 2-0, and a massive save and a good confidence booster in net there for Ryan McDonald. Played back down. That one offside too, so that's two clear-cut offside chances that have happened against the Ravens here in the first period, and you don't see those as much as you'd really think, but a couple of way offside calls there. So we're still here in the first period, just under 6 minutes to go. Captain playing that down. Captain on the other side there, letting that go by his stick. Ryland gonna leave it for his defensive partner, Day. Day plays that back and behind. Baldwin back over. McQuaid gonna shoot that down the right side. It's picked up through center. Ravens back in, into the glove, and a nice hit laid. We haven't really seen any big hits here so far. High button founder Justin Belanger called a chippy game. We have not seen that in the first 10 minutes. Held on to in front, off the skate, quick shot and scores! 2-0 on the follow through, and Baldwin puts it home, and it's 2-0 just like that. Shot 6-6, and CPA with the momentum and a big lead here in the first period. And we'll head back to center just like that, and clear-cut chance from the slot, manages to get the shot off before taking the hit. Baldwin delivering a big goal here for CPA, and now it's the 2-goal lead. And CPA with the momentum. 5 minutes left in the first. Down the right side, tried to steer in front, and the net pushed off the moorings. We appreciate you tuning into our high button broadcast here of the SSNS Provincial Championship Boys Hockey. This is a big one, and we're happy to be bringing it to the fans at home. Held on to, chipped down the right side. DeYoung's gonna grab that puck. Work it across to Bond. Bond holding, rolled up the skate, and then into the CPA bench. 5:04 left to go in the first. We haven't seen any power plays yet. We have seen a couple of goals. Puck back to Fogarty. Fogarty winds up with a big shot in and calmly gloved down by Ty Bentley. And Riverview now trying to gain the momentum back, and they're going to get a full-scale forward change out there. We'll see if that says anything about the momentum. Held on to that one, shipped off in the corner. Down the right side, trying to pull back. It's onto the stick now, and across to the right. Forsyth bringing it in. That one past the skate. Like I said, Forsyth, one of the top players on this CPA team. Haven't seen too much of him here in the first period, despite the CPA lead. That's sent back in the other way. McKenzie tries to catch up to it, but it's plucked away. Now, speed from the back end. It's a 3-on-2 here for CPA. Down the right side, they're just going to chip it in and glove it down. And that comes from the school of the dump and chase. You have an odd man rush, but you elect to take the face off, get some fresh legs out there. I'm sure the coach will be okay with that. In through the middle, CPA wins that forward. It's quickly covered up. No, it's held on to. Quick shot by the side, and that one not going to be on the mark. Pulled back the other way, and despite the 2-goal lead for CPA, there really hasn't been too much sustained pressure for them. They've been getting their goals off the rush. That one's sent in the left side. Worked back into the zone. A nice move through the legs there. Ravens pushed, but now back to McQuaid. McQuaid looking for the dish across. Wide open to Elaine, or to Poirier. Poirier to the middle. Elaine picks it up. Elaine back to the line and then shot down. Kept in, however. Elaine then back towards the middle again. A couple touches for Elaine in the offensive zone, but they can't make anything of it. Laying off the end boards, over to McQuaid. Left side now, cutting out DeYoung. Ravens D-to-D pass. Shot that hits the skate up the middle. Pulled back the other way and dropped over to DeYoung. DeYoung set the length of the ice in 3:09 left in the first period. Shot 7-7, score 2-0 CPA. As mentioned, no penalties yet. Remember, here we have the period 1 and 2, and then the intermission between 2 and 3. Puck dropped into the right side, played back by Burke. Burke wrapping around, quick shot in front, that one held on to. Left side, back to the line, McKenzie tries to keep it in. It's sent into the Ravens' end and quickly hustled after by Forsyth. Forsyth trying to push him off the puck and get the turnover. He does enough to kind of break up the play, but not fully getting rid of it. But now back the other way by Bond. Bond off the end boards, comes out loose to the right side. A little hesitant to go to that puck there, both teams, as Baldwin was kind of playing back a little bit and he left that puck out in the open for a second, and Ravens eventually cleared it off of that. Shot in by Buffett, that one misses right. Picked up by Burke. That one then rolls, hits 2 players on the Ravens and then rolls into the bench. 2:21 left to go in the first. want to thank you for tuning into our broadcast here on High Button. We're almost through the first period of this provincial championship game. That one over to Fogarty. Holding on down to Balcom. Tries to play it through the middle. Sampson, right side, chipped out, stopped. Off the end wall, in behind CPA, gets it free. Down the right side, Hickey. Hickey drop back to Normando. Back down to Hickey, quick roll in front, and that one can't get it freed up. Back in behind again, Normando, and net off. And we hear some of the groans here from the crowd, but if they have been at CPA, or if they've been at the BMO Center much, they would know that that's going to be bound to happen a few times, especially in an intense game like this with the fast pace. That net's going to be knocked off a couple. Most rinks, believe it or not, do have that problem. Been around many minor rinks, especially in the past 2 years, and it happens a lot more than you think. Into the right side. And now trying to find some time and space. McKenzie, the assistant captain, cuts all the way in. McKenzie in front, shot that one into the skates and covered up nicely by Bentley. And maybe more of that for the Ravens as they look to get some chances back on net here. Been a little bit. 1:35 left to go in the first. Through the skates. Picked up the wall, off the shot. That one tipped high by a late stick. Now in front, loose puck, and Bentley just going to jump on it. In between the skates, that one falling out to the left side, played in behind by Rassong. Rassong chipped up the wall, picked up through center, LeBlanc. LeBlanc drop pass. Luckily, a teammate gets there for them as that was risky, and now another offside. Ravens with 3 offsides here in the first 15 minutes. Oh, here on the dot, 1:09 to go in the first. Shots 9-8 here for the Ravens. Been pretty even all period long. Picked up by Forsyth. Forsyth trying to power through on the right side. Quick shot in, save. McDonald calmly steered that aside, and now we're into our final minute here in the first period. Behind the back pass, held on, CPA in front, oh, and a big toe save. It looked like that one was as good as in the back of the net as a lapse of judgment there, but now an odd man rush the other way. LeBlanc tries to play it back, but he had forced to play it forward. Over to the right side. Skating out through the legs, stopped up, a little speed boost and a collision there at center. Still no penalties here in the first. And falling down through the zone, and here we go. Just as I said that, a tripping call coming, and the boos rain down. The boos rain down here from the CPA side. You gotta love the emotion showing in any way it can. I know the refs probably don't like that too much out there, but it's part of sports, I suppose. Played back to the line. Novak, right side, shot, save. 17 seconds left in the first, and a golden opportunity here for the Ravens to cut this down to 1. You just want to kind of do any damage control you can at this point before the end of the first period. Remember, they're not going back to the locker room, so as much as there is a 30-second break, it's nothing like the coach can go give them a full breakdown of this first period. So if you can cut this to 1 goal in the last 9 seconds, you're happy. Over to Novak, shot, that one tipped away, calmly held on to, and it was almost a holding call. I thought maybe the arm would have gone up. It was not the case, and 0 seconds on the clock. 2-0 lead CPA at the end of 1. We'll be back in a few moments. Hello everybody and welcome back here as we get set for our second frame. Minute and 37 seconds of power play time for the Ravens to start. 2-0 the score. waiting for the light to go off and get ready to go. The CPA faithful still nice and loud here to my right. Almost set here, as I guess we have a few seconds to wait.
Who's that?
15 minutes left here in the second, yet to go. 9-10 the score, and we got the stripes there at center. Friend of the show, Justin Launcher, the referee here. He gets the big games. A former high button intern, I believe, actually. Had a short path crossing with him, a good young man. That one worked forward, held on to, quick shot, scores! And that one, top shelf, off the face-off, short-handed, and Baldwin delivers. That one, a beautiful angle here for us. As you just saw that thing snap top left, and short-handed marker. And that is the type of thing that can really take the window to the sails for a team here. And 7 seconds into the second, we get a goal here, 3-0 CPA. Still have to kill 1 minute and 25 seconds on the penalty, but what a statement goal. And now it's more important than ever for the Ravens to get the next one. I kind of have a rule of thumb. If it's 3-0, you desperately need the next one. That 4-0's mighty hard to come back from. 3-0 is still pretty possible, but you really got to lock it down now and not let anything into the back of the net. An absolute snipe by Baldwin. McKenzie wheeling through the zone over to the left side. He does a little stutter. Held on to on the left side. McKenzie tries to dish in front. It's blocked. This is going to be interesting to see how the Ravens react to this. McKenzie on the right side, shot in, that back. Picked up by Barry. Barely length of the ice. McDonald leaves it. Early here in the second period. And hockey games are unpredictable, but I don't know if I was predicting that in the first 7 seconds of the second period, especially shorthanded, as this place still reeling from that last goal. 15 seconds left in the Ravens power play. They're going to have to move quickly if they want to get something done here. McKenzie up the left side. McKenzie end boards. That one's going to come out hard and kicked back in. Nice play off the end wall. Plucked out of the harm's way, and Ravens with possession. End of the power play. Tried to dish in front. That one rides up the stick and played to the middle. CPA now looking to bring it back the other way. Sent on to the side and back to Sampson. Broken play there for CPA, but regains possession. Amaro pulls it front, chance for a shot, held on to, rebound still there, and trying to will that puck into the back of the net. It's number 14, Amaro. And CPA with a little jump to their step right now, and a little step to their game, as Bond puts his hands on his head after that icing, and that's a real hockey player right there. If you're upset with yourself that much after an icing, you have high standards for yourself out there on the ice, because even if it's not ideal, it's not the end of the world. Usually you see the hands in the air after maybe an own goal, a bad turnover on defense, beat by the guy on the outside, but fair enough. Pulled back in, back to the line. Ravens shot, that one quickly blockered away by Bentley. Catching it off the wall and out the head on the left side, pulled back the other way. Skated after, it's loose here. Moore played back in there for the Ravens. 3-0 to score here, 12:18 left to go in the second. Shots 12-11 now for CPA, as I think this is the first time all game they've passed them in the shot category. And the Ravens bench, well, they look a little frustrated, not totally dejected. They got all the guys still on their feet. You know, we got a long game to play here. One goal can swing that pendulum back your way. We got the whole High Button crew here sticking around, seeing this tournament through. This is a busy time here. It's what we like to call High Button season as we start the next 3 months with tournaments pretty much every weekend or every second weekend down the line. Make sure you ask if High Button's coming to stream your event. We got U13 AAA provincials. We got some spring hockey coming along as they get set there at the bench, and maybe a little sticky door over there as they still work on it. But like I said, Joe LaMontagne coming up. We're going to be there streaming all the semifinals and finals for the Joe. You never know where we're going to show up here at High Button Sports, so we appreciate you tuning in. And let's get back to the action. That one up the left side, picked up by Sampson. Sampson enters the zone. Cut off quickly there by the defender, or by the forward. Playing defense there down low is Day. Two-way player, I suppose, as the arm goes up. And we might have another CPA penalty. And an important time here is back to the man advantage for the Ravens. Trying to claw their way back into this game. Momentum here to start the period has been for CPA. That played back to McKenzie. McKenzie dishes across a little too much on that pass. Shot in front and riding all the way up the stick. Well into the mesh, and we'll have a whistle here. 2:32 Atlantic Standard Time. Name's Jeff Werber, and happy to be with you here on this broadcast. Back to the line, McKenzie. Pass Balcom's stick. McQuaid's going to skate after it, but it's cut in along the wall. McQuaid down. Two and a half players really stacked up in front of the CPA net there. They're playing tight in front, trying to keep them to the exterior. Not looking for anything fancy. We do know a shorthanded goal was scored on the last opportunity, but we'll have to see if that happens again. The Ravens looking pretty strong on that puck here in the first 40 seconds, but they're forced back into their own zone. 11 minutes flat left to go here in the second period. Shots 12-12. Ravens back in the zone. Balcom over to Sampson. Sampson, a nice little stop up there. Played over. Novak down the right side. Novak wind up. That one misses. Bounces off his skate. It's loose there in front. Spun back around with a beautiful clear and hustled down the opposite A. The captain, McQuaid's going to stay out there, but everyone else on the back end will change. Bond now out there. Bond, a very strong defensive defenseman. Played back to Novak. Shot in. That blockered away. Worked back to the middle. Novak open on the right side. The captain tries to dish in front. Hits a skate a little too low there for Moore. Moore going to pull back. Moore back to Novak. Open here on the right side. Quick pass in. Lots of time and space. Shot save. Still with it. The Ravens down low. A nice little power play set up here with 14 seconds to go in the power play. They've gotten into their positioning that they wanted. Oh, and that's a hard pass. And takes a friendly bounce. Stays in for them. 3 seconds left on the power play. And it looked like a pretty setup there, but turned over the other way. Knocked off the puck, but still with it. Back to even strength, 5-on-5 with under 10 minutes to go here in the second. Along the end wall. They try to fish for it in the skates. Grab CPA now, trying to go around Forsyth. Can't get it. Burke keeping it in the Ravens offensive end. There's lots of pressure here for the Ravens right when they wanted it. We're approaching halfway through this game. Not quite there yet. Pulled back the other way. Played over to Forsyth. He has some time. Shot. Oh, and that with a nice blocker save. Initially had his spot picked, but the goalie took away the spot. He hit it right where he wanted it. As now the CPA fans continue to roll in. 2:35. I suppose school's ending. It's been a while since I've been in high school, so I'm not even totally sure, but I know that it's filling up here by the minute. Over on the wall, Ravens towards the middle, kicked up the right sides, picked up by Buffett. Buffett across, picked up nicely through the middle. And Moreau across, and he gets hauled down. And now it'll be CPA's time for the man advantage as the fans here explode to the right of me once again. Back to the line. Oh, and a slap shot there. They're not going to like that on Stanwyck. Out of frustration. And it doesn't help when you have the whole fan base of the opposite team right in your ear, because as soon as he slapped that down, the pressure was on him by the fan base. You got a bunch of high schoolers yelling at you after you have a moment of rage, it could be called. That's not good. And oh no. No, they're going up again. I didn't know what they were. They had another reaction here. But it looks to be okay. Those Ravens jerseys remind me of like the Chicago reverse retros. I think Detroit has a similar style as well. As they're talking at the bench, and we still get reactions, and now they're put back in. So gonna have to try to figure out exactly what it is. I think the question is if it's 5-on-3, or if someone needs to serve the penalty. 2 minutes go up on the board, 13 the shots, 9 minutes flat left. So it's just a 2-minute penalty kill here. So I think maybe they wanted a little more for the...
This doesn't seem like they have their legs.
2 and a 10, I guess. So 2 minutes on the board, but he'll sit for a while. That one played off the boards. Back to McQuaid. McQuaid dished across the Bond. Shot off the shin pad. That one saucers back in through center ice. Just dishing across. Bond picks it up across to McQuaid. McQuaid now in through the right side. He'll bring it in onside. The captain, the defense holding on. Got to play that back. Kind of semi-covered by Normando there, but now McQuaid retreats to his natural position there and then picks up the pass. McQuaid on the left side, dished across. Hard pass, but got and scored right through the power play marker, and he points to him. And a power play goal, 4-0 here, 8:17 left in the second. And that one just slid by. And it looks like they're gonna get a goalie change in here in the finals of the provincials, and feel for the goaltender. The crowd coming in as well. But that is the case here, 8:17 left in the second. And we've got a goaltending switch. I think Andrew Burke, the man in there now. Burke's gonna have to come in there cold. Not ideal, but respect to McDonald. He just went back to the bench, calm, cool. He has a word from his coach in the ear, but no sort of emotion showed. And I had a goaltender brother when I was a kid, and I can know the emotions the goaltenders go through, highs and lows. It's quite the peaks and valleys. So we'll just leave that as it is, and we'll get back to the game. 8 minutes flat left here in the second period, 4-0 score, and the Ravens have their work cut out for them. Need the next one. Fogarty shot in down the left side. That one kind of muffined out to the right side, backhand in, and oh, off the post, and a tough bounce for the Ravens as they tried to quickly answer the last one. That'd be a good momentum boost for them. Once you get the goalie change, held left side, fanned on, across. That one rolled up behind, and a tough chance missed there. Beaten. Had a good opportunity, but couldn't settle it down. Fogarty on the line, backhanded in down the right side. That one's off the boards, up to Buffett. Buffett tries to shoot it out, it's stopped. Ravens desperately trying to keep it in the offensive end. The whistle blows. And I think they're gonna get to too many men behind the play. They kept on playing because it was loud in here and they couldn't hear the... Sorry about the little lag in the action there. We're back to it as Bond bringing it in now through center. That one just onside. Played over, dished across. Back to the line. Bond holding. Shot in, that one off the blocker. To the line, they chop at that puck. Comes out through center. Back in the zone, stopped. Sampson now on the right side. Sent in across. Into the offensive zone, pulling back. That one, Armando. Played down low, held on to, dish across left side. Armando back, picked up by Buffett. Armando shot in, that one rolling up high. They try to snap at it and it falls out of the zone as they took a swing but didn't quite make it. That one might have been above the crossbar anyway. Played down, onside. Sampson cuts him off. Now lead pass ahead. Arsenault picking it up on the left side. Arsenault down low, getting pushed off the puck there nicely. Picking up momentum the other way. Some time and space, dished up the left side. Picked up now. Shot in. That one misses to the right, and the CPA crowd collectively stand up and sit back down the other way. Novak in, shot high. And the crowd explodes as that one tipped up high and outside of the zone, and Novak with a big opportunity to get them back in this game. Arsenault on the draw. 23 seconds left here in the penalty. The shorthanded chance there for the Ravens. That one sent back the length of the ice, and it'll be an icing. 14 seconds left on that bench minor they received for the too many men. And that's a tough one to see. The bench minor, not ideal. Played across. Ravens gonna desperately try to keep it in the zone here. 6 seconds left. Nice job penalty killing for the Ravens. They had lost a bit of momentum, but that's a good one for them to come back from as they exit. And we are back to 5-on-5. Down the left side, gonna cut in. Oh, that one just onside, shot on off the mask. Into the corner, pushed, back to the line, held on to, shot down, picked up nicely by Hickey. Hickey tries to pass in front. Hickey on the blue line, lined up shot, free puck there on the right side. Too much power on it though. Now the Ravens, 4:32 left to go in the second. Remember, we'll have the 10-minute intermission between the second and third. Into the end wall, played across. Symes keeping it in. Pace slowed down just a tad here. CPA now down the right side, they'll come into the zone. Wind up shot, covered up. Angus Berry getting that one off. Leahy loses that job, blocker to the midair. Remember, we have a fresh goalie, Burke, in there for the Ravens. Down the right side, Novak. He's held off the puck. Tried to muscle that one towards the net. He's gonna flick up the left side, and now it'll be a foot race for it. Down the left side they come. Held on to, steered away, back in the corner. Nicely done by the Ravens to keep that to the exterior. The net's off, and they're gonna get a whistle. It was off by about half a foot. Burke didn't mention it, but he must have noticed. As we now get a full change here, 3:34 left to go in the second. We're down to 2. Cheetahs trying to win the championship. League champions last year was Citadel, I believe, so they're eliminated in the semis, and now the finals. CPA going for it here. That off the right side. Played down low, kept in. Right side hold, shot, puck's still loose. They got in front of it, but couldn't kill the play. Armando cuts out in front, hard shot, puck still free in front. Ravens try to kick it away, wrap around, fanned on. A chance there for Tran. Fans on one that was free, up for grabs, and that one sent into the logo. And we'll have a whistle here. 3:03 left to go in the second. Full-scale changes on both sides. This is what it's all about, folks. Trying to win a high school championship in your last game. You've made it this far, fought all season. You've made brothers with your teammates. And it comes down to this. Trying to make it all worth it for the big prize at the end. Make all your classmates in school proud. Bringing home an ice hockey boys title. The marquee sport, one of the marquee sports here in Nova Scotia. That one knocked down with the stick. Geezer down the right side. He's got an open chance. Shot in front, missing. Oh, and the Ravens with another great chance. Send it wide. Trying to pull themselves within 3. 2:26 left in the second. And as we know, they head to the locker room after 2. So you want that momentum, or you at least want some sort of thing to go to the room with positive. 2:23 left in the second. And you get a great dish across on the breakaway and missing. It's a tough one there. Back in. McQuaid now chopped up the right side, batted out of midair, but it's still alive. Back in. Burke's going to hold on. He'll leave that puck in. They'll get it out. No Mike Smith-esque mess up there. Up down the left side. Sampson trying to bring it in. Drop pass. Balcom holds in front. Sampson quickly snapped it. It rolled off the end of the stick. Back in behind to Sampson. In front, off the stick once again. Back in through center. They'll shoot it up the wall. Fogarty kept in. Fogarty back to McQuaid there. McQuaid in through center. That knocked away and chipped down the left. Fogarty looking for the outlet pass. Gets him in the middle. Geezer. He's alone. Away. Shot. Save. And another stop in a big moment with 1:20 left to go in the second. And that's 2 chances here in the last minute for the Ravens to get themselves back in this game with 15 fresh minutes on the clock in the third, and they've not been able to deliver. CPA now 3 shots ahead of them in the shot column as well. Back to McKenzie. Remember, the Ravens beat CPA in the first round robin game of the tournament for both sides in a shootout. McKenzie on the line. In down low to Young. Held on, a nice little stop-up play, trying to free it up in front. CPA able to get that in the skates and win our last minute of the second period. Turned over the other way, and to the Ravens' credit, they're taking advantage of turnovers here and creating chances for themselves. They just haven't been able to finish on those said chances. Held on to, worked across to the left side, McKenzie. McKenzie gets around, in through center. McKenzie on the right side, backhands from an impossible angle. LeBlanc shot, that one a nice little wrister that just rises a little too high. Played back to LeBlanc. LeBlanc, open room, through the middle, holds again, still with it, dish across, and that one misses the stick. And another great chance, a second one, and there we go! And an absolute snipe there in front. And the Ravens with 7.4 cash in on their pressure, and this one is not over yet. 4-1 the score here with 7.4 left and delivering on the shot. And that's what we talked about with momentum near the end of the period. That's what it's all about. We'll head back to center ice. And I bet you that speech that the coach was going to give in the locker room just changed a wee bit with that goal here at the end. So, well, drama here for the third period. CPA has been well in control all game long, but Ravens with the last one on the board, and we'll see what happens in the third. Join us in 10 minutes for that. You do not want to miss it. All right, folks. This is it. We are back here for the third period. 10 seconds to go. Teams lined up and a Nova Scotia championship on the line. Closing ceremonies to follow. We've got a big crowd here, CPA fans. We've got lots of fans on the Cape Breton side there, the Riverview. We are almost ready to go. The last game in the last period of very, very competitive hockey for some of these players. I'm sure they'll find beer league in the later years, but right now this is what it's all about. And we are off with our final 15 minutes. Down the left side, quickly gloved down. And that gets a cheer from the crowd. My name, Jeff Warburton, along with my cameraman, Matt Douladay. Ready to go. Killing it. And oh my goodness, they have the score clock up there. The shot's gonna get worked out, but we at least got the game being played. They got it 93-18 up there, so maybe a little lag out there. The Let's Go Cheetahs chant start. Wrapping around the end, boys. McQuaid with a big layout hit there, and that one got a reaction. A nice flat. Ravens trying to keep up some momentum here early. If you could cut this lead to 4-2 in the first 5 minutes, then you got 10 minutes to score 2 goals, and we're right rolling ahead. That one played back, turned over. How will the next 5 minutes go? That is a big question for where the rest of this game will go. If CPA can stand pat and play a clean 5, they're going to try to just ride this thing all the way out to the end. There is nothing else to play for but this period right here. Down the left side, picking up speed Barry. Barry shoots it in off the chest protector. Back in behind, Amaro cut off. Worked over to LeBlanc. LeBlanc dished up to Burke. Buffett takes a bit of a bump there in behind. Burke trying to grab it. Picked up now, and it could be an odd man rush. Cleanly dished off to Hickey. Cutting through the middle, Amaro across, shot, scores! And Amaro fires it home, and it's 5-1 with 13:33 left here in the third period. And I said it was going to be important to see where the next few minutes go. And maybe they heard me down there on the bench, because shortly after, a big goal there, 13:33. Held on to, worked ahead more, quick shot, and now the Ravens gonna try to get that one back. The goal that they worked so hard for at the end of the second nullified here with 13:27 left to go in the third. One over to the wall. Back in behind. Nice clean strides by Rassong as he dishes that out, and now they're going to try to bring it in. Forsyth. Forsyth's shot on and calmly caught was that puck. As a couple whistles here to start out this third period. Haven't caught too much of a pace yet after that early goal. And we got the SSNS crew over there in the box, and they're getting ready for a banner presentation or much more after, and 2 players running into each other. Sampson, puck turned over, and that one rising over the net. Back in behind, CPA held on to, and a big layout hit here, and an interference coming as the back ref all over that puck, or all over that hit, I should say. And now, Ravens taking an unnecessary penalty away from the play and giving CPA a chance here. 2 minutes on the board after that smashing in the middle of the ice. Right on the old Barons logo that sits next to the Bedford Blues logo. A big open ice hit that results in a penalty against the Ravens. Back to the line. Forsyth gonna hand that off. Bond chips it down to the right. Looking to dish across. That one just off the end as Forsyth trying to get into that open area. Held onto and skated out. Now the arm goes up the other way, and that penalty instantly negated. And it'll be 4-on-4 now for 1 minute and 36 seconds. And that's exactly what you want to see if you're the Ravens. Still down 4 goals, but at least now you're not fighting it with 12:29 to go. Ahead in shots still though, 22-19. They just haven't been able to break through on the goaltending like they have before. And now another snipe from the left side. Stanwyck fires at home, and just as I was mentioning, goaltender was fired high, and it's 5-2. Not much of a celebration out there on the ice, but that is a big goal just to keep you down 3 and back in this thing. 5-2 the score. Stanwyck with a beauty, and it still remains 4-4. And if you get another one on here, you're only down 2 with 12 minutes left, or it'll probably be around 10 minutes left. So this game is far from over, folks. This is for all the marbles. They're going to play until the last whistle. That one worked over by McKenzie. Stanwyck picks it up again. Dished across to Novak. That one misses the stick. Try to catch up to it and beat Novak. Elects to dive out, but nice defensive play there by Stanwyck. So Stanwyck with a goal and a breakaway stopped. Quite the 4-on-4 shift for that young man. And a beautiful logo in there behind the net, as they're going to take this face-off outside of the zone. 1:04 left to 4-on-4 time. Held on to, dish back to the red line. That one sent down the length of the ice. Under a minute of 4-on-4 to go. That puck handed off. Ravens trying to strike again and make this a 2-goal game. Well, you know what they say about hockey. 2-goal lead, the worst you can get. So we'll see. They need 1 here. Losing the gloves. Stanwyck dishes in front, no one there for it. So CPA now back the other way. Picked up by Day. Day dishes across, intercepted. Geezer gets it out into neutral ice. Picked up now in through center. Held onto on the right. Cutting to the net, back. That one tied up in the middle. Puck still loose in front. Not covered up yet, and finally jumped on and a pile on. And shout out to dudes on the camera for the camera work, getting right in there, seeing each shot thrown. 21 seconds left in the 4-on-4. 11:14 left in the game. Amaro wins the draw back to Bond. Bond picking it up, dishes through the middle. It comes back in through center. Played back to the blue line. Brady McKenzie. Dropped off. Still holding. Slowly moved up to the zone. 3 seconds of 4-on-4. Shot on. That one rising up. Gonna leave that rebound out there, but now it is a power play for 20 seconds for the Ravens. Cutting down the left side. Shot. That one missing. Try to bring it back the other way. It could be an odd man rush. Left side. Couldn't get the pass off. In through the middle. An attempt at a rush stopped. Down into the zone now. Dished across, cut off McKenzie. Back in behind. Picked up Novak, trying to keep this pushing. Shot up and flicked down the ice. Grab now, worked ahead. Forsyth stays on side. It's going to be a race for it in the corner. Dished in front, puck's free, covered up. We have a whistle here, 10:06 left to go in the third. 23-19 the shots here for the Ravens. Trying to get the next one here. CPA just trying to milk the seconds off the clock. That one shot in, and a nice glove save there by Burke as he quickly gets on it. And that'll be 20 official shots, I believe, now for CPA. We'll grab your skates, Over to the right side, Leahy dishes back into the zone. Ravens cutting in, poked behind, kept in the zone. Down back behind Buffett. Buffett dished out. Left side, Barry. Barry trying to get some momentum up the left side. It's worked in behind. Beaton tried for a second there to get it out, no luck. Worked back into LeBlanc. LeBlanc has to find it in his skates. Captain LeBlanc has that roll off the end of his stick, but freed it up. Leahy now drops off to Moore. Moore back to Leahy. In the other way, and now sent back the other way, and valuable time being killed off the clock here for CPA, but that'll go for an icing. Back to even strength.
Well, he could have done it, but he didn't, so it's icing.
9:12 left here in the third. Thank you for tuning into our broadcast here. We are in the home stretch of the 2023 Provincials. Been a pleasure bringing you all games this weekend using the High Button site. We appreciate it. Hope it worked out well for you and you're able to enjoy some Nova Scotian high school hockey. That one pushed into the corner, Novak. Novak chipped in down the right side. It's battled for. Trying to get it out. It's back to McKenzie on the line. That off the skates. Worked over to McQuaid. McQuaid played it along the wall. It's even strength, but Ravens keeping it in. Now back through center. Right side, they're going to get in and shoot out the length of the ice. Armando. Hand it off. Across through the middle. That one off the skate. Trying to pinch. It comes back to McQuaid on the line. Return passes each way. Try to get it in ahead. Novak's on the opposite side. That one takes a bounce, so won't make it to him, but then it's chipped out in front. No one there for it, however. Poked at. Now 8 minutes to go in the third. CPA enjoying every second that leaves the clock as Ravens came up with a little momentum after that goal to be 5-2, but since then it's settled down. And the Ravens, like we said, obviously need the next three. And it starts with one here with 7:43 left. Symes, shot on. That one catches some skates and had the double bounce there off to Young and Munn. But luckily, Bentley all over it. 1-2-3 play there. Actually, a 3-2-1 play. Number 3, Munn. And hitting number 2, DeYoung. And then being covered up by number 1, Ty Bentley. Here on the line, they pull that back. Chipped in through the zone. It's on a platter there. Picked up by the Ravens. Left side, play it back. Spencer Bond. Bond up the right now, and it's chipped behind. It could be a 2-on-1 the other way. Hickey, shot, save. He had Poirier with him, but elects to take the shot himself. In behind now, Sampson dancing through the zone. He'll get tripped up, no call. Guess they didn't get the stick in there, the ref said. Back in, right side. Try to clear it out, and a nice block there by Bond. A little bit of an NHL 23 move. Stanwyck in front, shot blocked. Looking for his second of the period. Had a nice shot from the slot, but couldn't get it through. Pinched off on the boards. Grabbed by Stanwyck. That one rides up in the zone. It's batted out with the glove. Stanwyck again, fans behind the back pass. Sampson tries to get it. It's over to Bond. Bond over to Balkin. That one falling in behind to Buffett. Buffett takes a hit to make the play. Back to the line, Stanwyck. Stanwyck shot. That one catching in front, now off a shin pad. And an in-tight chance that doesn't make it to the net once again for the Ravens as they're getting some offensive zone pressure at 6:15 to go. Penalty coming. CPA. And now with 6:10 ahead contact, will this be 2 or 10? That's going to have a big bearing on the game. 2 or 4. We'll see what I put up on the board. Nonetheless, power play opportunity here for the Ravens. Down 3 with 6:10 to go. Trying to pull off the near impossible. A last-second comeback against CPA in the finals of this provincial championship. A timeout called, I believe, by the Ravens. And get a look there at the empty cage. You see a couple of signs there on the other side and maybe a little mental warfare going on. All tournament long, they've had the CPA signs and all the schools that have been playing along those end boards there. You can see the CPA one there on the left. Earlier to this game, they had their Ravens one up, but with all the CPA fans lining the stands, I wouldn't be very surprised to know that that thing was plucked off of there and maybe thrown in the nearest trash can. I don't know. I guess we'll never know. It'll be one of the mysteries for the rest of our lives. Where did that Ravens sign go? Every team that's still in the tournament have had it up there until right now. There's only one up there, the CPA squad. That one worked over to the left side. I'm not into jinxing, and I guess whoever took that sign down isn't either. Wrapping around, held on to. Ravens over to McKenzie. McKenzie quick shot in. That one's gonna go to the opposite side. Amaro with some good pressure on Novak. And then he'll elect to pull off, and it's plucked from the corner in towards the middle. Right side, McKenzie. Balcom back to Novak. Novak winds up shot. That one catches a shin pad. Looking for the lead pass. They could have had a breakaway, but they elect to just pass it. Come away out of the net though. Ravens shoot it into the glove. The goaltender, Burke there. 59 seconds left on the power play. Novak in through the left side. Entering the zone. That one shot on. Five minutes flat left to go here in the third period. 50 seconds in the penalty kill. And CPA just trying to milk the clock. That one shipped back. Up the right side, Novak. Sampson tries to get it back. It's pinched in inside the blue line. Left side, picked up in stride. They're gonna break it in off the end wall and calmly covered up there as Bentley fine with taking whistles for the next 4 minutes and 28 seconds. Anytime that puck comes close, he's covering it. 26 total shots for the Ravens. Score right now 5-2 CPA as there's 18 seconds left on the power play. One back by the Ravens. Quick shot in, that one patted away. Picked up now, backhand, that one stays out. Burke with a nice backhander on. Burke fanned on. McQuaid tipped back in front, quick shot, and that one can't get there, and it's also the net being kicked off. So another 14 seconds off the clock there, and like we said, they'll take whistles all the way down the line, so no big deal. Another whistle here in the CPA end. They'll keep the captain out there. Penalty kill continues. That by LeBlanc trying to catch it off. Nemando in the skates. He falls down on his head. And cheers from the crowd. It's okay, Normie, so supportive. If that was the Ravens side, I can only imagine the reaction we would have got. But, you know, hometown favoritism, I suppose, by the crowd. Left side, that's probably one of their buddies. Worked into the corner. CPA cutting it off. The Ravens have done a great job this third period of playing in the offensive end and some really good cycling, but they just have such an uphill battle to face. It's been tough, and goaltender now I think is officially locked in here on the CPA side. Picked up now and the penalty's over. Down the right. In behind, Rassong try to get it, but Ravens not showing any quit. They're showing a lot of heart here. They're chasing those pucks, not giving up on anything. Pardon me, left side. Getting it, puck still loose, and now they'll get the coverage. And there you get a look at Marc Poirier, number 18. And a timeout being called. Just say. All right, and we're going to continue here into the end here. 3:02 left to go in the third period. It's been quite the ride. We're not done yet. Ravens trying to claw their way back, and they're going to need the next one here. Held on to, keep an eye on the goaltender as well. Up the left side, sent back in, and that'll go for an icing. The last game for a lot of these players too. An emotional time, to say the least, and now the goalie is out, so it's 6-on-5 here, presumably the rest of the way. Sent in, and the empty netter coming back the other way in a big celebration as it was quickly off the face-off and just fired out from a long ways away, and that'll put somewhat of a bow on this one as it's 6-2 the score here. And CPA now on their way to a championship here. Like I said earlier in the game, one of the marquee matchups of the year. One of the marquee sports, football, hockey, basketball, and right now, CPA looking to close in on a title. They didn't win the football title. Good friend of mine, quarterback Jeremy Garris there on the CPA side, gave it his all. They weren't able to pull that one off. I believe Citadel bringing it home, but earlier today, CPA getting the better of Citadel in ice hockey, and now looking to win a title here. The two teams that actually qualified on merit.
I circled them.
And a couple of guys here on the CPA side, a couple graduating players, DeYoung, Rassong, Dave, Forsyth, Hickey, Normando. These are some of the guys who have wanted this and now are closing in. 2:29 left here in the third. 6-2 the score. 29-22 the shots. Ravens gonna give it their all, and let's finish this game out. Pinched in along the boards. Ravens pick it up. Left side. Gets steered ahead, and it's cut off there and through center. Throwing it all on the line. Beaton now pulling it back. Beaton down the other way. 2:09 left to go in the third. Picked up. Left side, they're gonna cut it out. Ravens looking for the odd man rush. Into the zone they come, trying to pull back. It's knocked off a skate. Symes now in on it. Behind the back play. That one's gonna squirt out the other side over to past DeYoung, actually back to the line. Fogarty. Wrapping around the opposite end. Symes back in, picked up. DeYoung. DeYoung shoots it. That one kept in, but now picked up again. Goalie still in the net there. And hit there by the bench. No arm went up. So I guess they'll continue play. It looks like there was a bit of a collision. Symes comes in, fires that one wide. 1:17 to go here in third. That one up the right now. Pulled in. Fogarty down to the wall, over to Novak. Wrapping around, and now we're in our final minute of play. Final minute of play here on the third period of the finals, and a nice save there. That went off the blocker. Fogarty with a well-aimed shot. Down the right side, tried to dip the Burke's shot. Possible angle. That one fired up by Novak. Gets a reaction for the crowd. 41 seconds. Oh, and a cross check in there, and now it's going to get chippy. Now it's the very end for sure, and they're trading shots down there. and the rock'em sock'em music starts in the background, and frustration's being let out. LeBlanc and high button employee Sean just said to me, if you can't beat him, just beat him. And I think I like that quote. Is heading off the ice here, and I guess it was worth it there for that young man. As a couple of them head to the box, a couple of them will stay out, as that often happens at the last game of the year. A little rough stuff, especially if it's your grade 12 season. You know there's no suspension waiting for you on the other side, so you go off into the sunset, I suppose. 37 seconds left in this one, and we're gonna have a break here as the refs convene. And they're gonna start dishing out penalties, and one of those refs, remember, friend of the show. And the na-na-na-na, hey, goodbye chants happening in the crowd. You get a good shot there, and you get to see just how full this place is. And I said to Justin Belanger, High Button founder, a few moments ago, this game had the big game feel. As they work out the penalties here at the end, 37 seconds until a title here for CPA. Provincial championship banner there, the SSNS. And it's gonna take a moment. It's always interesting when this happens. You're halfway to the celebration, but it's still a game after all. You can see friend of High Button, Nav Gillis, there on the right side, ready to head out onto the ice. High Button founder, Justin, down there in between. There's the man pointing, looking right at us, giving a wave. And he knows. And now the CPA crowd giving a big reaction again. Not sure what. I think the players are on the ice just hyping them up, ready to burst here. The parents, the students alike. And a player leaving there on the right side. I believe that's number 19, Hickey. And he looks like a fourth year. And now on the other side, Novak getting kicked out. Novak had a great game, hard fought. And we just continue to wait here. So another player, the captain there on the other side now, getting the boots. So it seems like things are slowly being sorted. LeBlanc heads off.
Great job on the rest. I really appreciate a good
And the notebook going back in the pocket, and we are so close to returning to our final 37 seconds. I'll just take this moment to thank everyone once again. It's been a pleasure bringing you to the high school finals and the entire tournament. Didn't know we were going to be here till a little later in the process, and it's been absolutely awesome being here at the BMO Center. Some real good hockey. Kind of one of the High Button home rinks here. Just love bringing you the games. The Ice Jam finals taking place on this rink. Another tournament we streamed last year, the U16 AAA Provincial Finals. We scored a goal here, Armada, to win it in overtime right there on that net we're looking at. So a lot of good moments have happened on High Button Sports in this exact rink. But this one definitely feels special with the crowd and the big win here for CPA against the Cape Breton side. And we are ready to bring you the final 30 seconds here almost. It looks like it's gonna be an extra penalty here for the Ravens, I suppose. We'll put that one up on. I'm not. Yep, they're gonna go 4-on-4 there. Yeah, okay, that's what I kind of thought. It didn't look like they'd get the man advantage. They're gonna go back down to 4-on-4 for the final 37 seconds. Puck dropped. Backhanded out to the line. Shot in, glove down. every little motion will get a big reaction from the crowd. And I can assure you, when they win, we're going to get a good shot of the celebration as that bench spills out. 30.3 left, 6-2 the score. Great game we've been treated to. That one through the middle. Pulling back. It's going to be McKenzie who grabs it. The assistant captain. He's just going to eat it looks like. 16 seconds. And 10 seconds to go. They're going to leave it, and we'll head back the other way as seconds tick off and the gloves go up. And Charles P. Allen has won the 2023 School Sport Nova Scotia Boys Ice Hockey Provincial Finals. Bringing it home. And a big celebration there. The crowd stands up and a proud fan base. Along with the rest of them, and what a reaction as they give the celebrations to the crowd. And we'll kind of let the moment speak for itself. We've got the closing ceremonies coming up. But in terms of the game, that will pretty much do it for me here on High Button Sports. My name is Jeff Warburton, and thank you for tuning in. It's been my pleasure bringing you the broadcast and the whole weekend. And we'll watch the closing ceremonies here now. Signing off.